Why, Mr. Reese, you aren't in the right seat. One Kiki, please. Kiki will be here soon, Reese. Let's sit in your seat and leave Kiki's for her. No, please. You okay, Reese? Nima, Kiki kommt spui, Vima, Babax, Kabama. Hey, Mary. We just got a call from the King family, and Catherine seems to have wandered out of her room during the night, and they haven't found her yet. The police are there and looking around the property and checking all through the house. She'll freeze to death if she's outside. Nima, Kiki, kommt spui, Fima, Babax, Kabama. I'm certain they'll find her soon, but she probably won't be at school today. Babax, Kabama. Reese, are you okay, Patty? That really hurt. We'll go get some ice. Reese, let's go sit with your cards. Carmen, it was about 3:30 when you discovered Catherine was not in her bed? Yeah, about an hour ago. Do you remember hearing anything before you got up and went to her room? No, I just got up to go to the bathroom and I noticed Catherine's door was cracked, which seemed weird because I remembered closing it tightly when she went to bed. And what time was that? She fell asleep about 9:30. Catherine takes medicine, clonidine, to help her sleep. It's always about 9:30 when she falls asleep. She wakes up occasionally, but she always crawls in bed with either me or Mom when she does. She hasn't wandered off since she was 4 or 5, so she used to wander off when she was little, but only during the day once or twice, and that was a long time ago. It hasn't happened since we put the deadbolts on the doors and the screw locks on the windows. I left the key in the front door, I guess. The back door was locked. Was she wearing pajamas or slippers or anything? No, just a diaper and a sleep shirt. What time did you leave for work, ma'am? Just after Catherine went to bed. And what time did you go to bed, Carmen? Maybe 11:30? And Catherine was in her bed when you went to bed? Yes. And Mr. Parker, you've only been here since about 4 o'clock, just before we arrived. Yeah. It's okay. I'm just establishing the timeline. Sorry, you're not in trouble. Okay. I think Catherine could be at the old picnic shed up in the woods. We took her up there yesterday, and she always likes going there. I'm going to head up and look. That'd be good. Your truck is the only vehicle at the moment that can even get up that road. Reese, would you like to tell Miss Mullins the story you made earlier? No, please. I like your Christmas card, Reese. Who is the girl in your story, Reese? Kiki. One Kiki, please. Kiki's not here today, Reese. What is this word? Comp. Use will word, please. No, thank you. Yay, Reese. Thank you for using the real word. What is Kiki doing in the car? ride, please. Good job, Reese. Where is Kiki riding in the car, too? What's this, Reese? FEMA. Is Kiki riding in the car through the forest to get a Christmas tree? Kabama. Nima. Kiki kommt spät. FEMA. Babox. Kabama. Although the sun crested the tall trees at the opposite end of the parking lot, the air temperature seemed unlikely to warm much at all that day. Ed brushed off the cold as he climbed in his truck. With time to kill, he decided to get coffee at Harold Greer's barbershop. The gray-haired guys hanging out there in the mornings were good friends. Headed toward town, Ed passed through the Southern, named for the Norfolk Southern Railroad. The Southern actually lay on the northeastern end of town. Most of Ed's friends had lived there all their lives in small, mostly single-story residences, variously maintained over the years. But he diverted his glance from a particular greenhouse on one corner, the house Karen shared briefly with Reese's father, Michael Carter. Ed never liked Mike, and his ex-son-in-law didn't disappoint in the end. Although they married a few weeks before Reese was born, the marriage didn't survive the 4-month NICU ordeal, nor Mike's penchant for crystal meth. He was in the regional jail now, and Ed was proud of Karen. She had not stayed in contact, but as tumultuous as all of that had been, Ed couldn't imagine his life now without his grandson. Life. His stomach nodded. He made the sharp turns, twisting out of the Southern, and caught a glimpse of his oncologist's office next to Lonesome Pine Hospital. He'd see Dr. Anderson later that afternoon, but wished he could just turn off and get it over with. He hated himself for not telling Karen anything about the blood in his coughs, but figured with her final exams coming up, she didn't need the distraction. And he didn't want the potential return of his cancer to darken the Thanksgiving holidays. If the worst came, Karen and Reese would be all right. Mike was in jail, and Ed had gotten the big things done on the house. He was paid for and would be hers and Reese's. And though coal mining gave him cancer, Westmoreland Coal also gave him a modest nest egg he'd be leaving behind for Karen and Reese. He knew, too, that he'd be spending eternity with his sweet Janine. He had provided for his family as best he could.